Today I had a beautiful and profound conversation with a dear friend, Bill Kippers. And before that, he took me out to lunch for my 60th birthday. And we took a walk and we had this incredible conversation. He asked me, now that I'm turning 60, do I have anything, um, do I have any regrets? Would I change anything? You know, what have I learned? All that. And it was really cool because I entered this kind of state where I became very conscious of how every challenge in my life led to all these other things, a lot of blessings. And so everything I could think of that I would regret, that didn't happen. I realized, but that wouldn't happen either. So, you know, if I hadn't become a stutterer at the age of 3, I would never, I don't know if I would ever found art and film and been able to speak visually the way I do, and this whole path of understanding the moving image may not even have been. And even that I made that film about a stutterer that helped so many stutterers, would I lose all that? You know? Yeah, I probably would. So that's, that's, I talked before about how, that primal wound was a blessing, but almost everything in my life that I could think of, everything that I could think of has that, even the fact that I walked away from Hollywood when it was the moment, it was my moment, you know, that, if I had seized that moment, where would I be? If I hadn't walked away and packed up everything I owned and went overseas and searched for meaning, what would have happened? But then I think I would not have gone on my travels, and the amazing experiences I had were just amazing. I mean, I said that twice. The experiences I had were, I definitely would never want to give those up. So, and even then I got into, even here I am, homeless and on the verge of, semi-homeless really, but really on the verge of real homelessness. Yeah. And of course, I would want to change that, right? But then I was thinking, what I've learned has been really profound, and it really has kind of rattled me to my core in a good way. So, and then this one in particular has caught me, really put me in that state of like, at the same time I'm holding, God, I don't want to be homeless. I really don't. And the fear and it's just really probably the most fearful, deep kind of shaking of my being that I can remember. And at the same time, there's an awareness that this shaking to my being is unearthing and kind of creating. I'm feeling that there's a lot of growth here. It might kill me, but I don't know if I can make it through this growth. Hopefully, but. And I'm really at that place of it where I really don't want to be homeless, Maybe I could learn a different way, God. But I don't know. So this knowing and unknowing simultaneously, knowing, like right now, I know what's happening to me. I know the, the blessings in it. And there's also this deep level of unknowing. I don't really, there's a lot of things I don't understand and know what's going on. And there's a lot of the gifts of it I feel, but I have no idea what they are yet. And I tried to articulate some of the gifts talking to my friend Bill today, and it was like they're not fully birthed yet. And now I say that out loud, and it's like, oh shit, I have to go deeper into homelessness. Oh no, I don't want to. Okay, I have to be with that. So this is kind of a deep moment for me. So I took this space into the drawing, and today is the second day of this new kind of work that I'm doing, where I will do some drawings, and then it feels like it's time to take it into processing, but it doesn't feel finished. But I'm doing it anyways, and then I follow it, and then I play with the other processing stages, and then I get an idea, wait a minute, what if I did that? And so I go back and redraw some of the dimensions or add some stuff, and then back and forth. And that's a very interesting kind of evolution of my work. And what came out of it was deeply moving for me. And right as the second it popped, the title was there, the circle of knowing and unknowing. It's kind of the sister circle to the circle of being and becoming. And it just penetrated my being, and it kind of captured my inner state. And I looked at it, and it was like this, oh wow! And it kind of fed back the energy, and it was a very kind of deep experience for me. So that was that, and I did a lot of pondering today also about how I am in the world. It's like I did. I got I've been wearing now compression hose. I think I talked about that. And so today I walked a lot longer than I had before, and I I cleaned the house today as best I could, because my friend Jonathan, this is his place, he's out of town and he's coming back tomorrow. So I wanted at least for it to be clean, really clean. So, but doing it, it felt like I was kind of like part of my old self again with these compression hose. I could actually function more. Then I got worried, oh my God, when I'm homeless, how am I going to wash these and do all that? And I just took a breath and said, knowing and unknowing. Knowing and unknowing. And I also was pondering, do I make a documentary of me going homeless? Can I make a reality show out of it for myself, and for the world? That's part of me. Or do I go for broke and try to get to LA and try to get this TV series made that I feel the evolutionary arc kind of has called for, and it's really kind of is calling me? But what's calling me? What is it? It's the higher self, the deeper self. Anyways. The other thing is, when I was talking to Bill today, I kind of finally grokked his concept of radical authenticity in a very deep way. And what we're talking about is radical authenticity is authenticity that is aligned with all of ourselves. So it's like my intuitive self, my embodied self, my mental emotional self, my witness self, and the collective self, the divine self, all of them. It's when you're being truly authentic to one of them, and they tend it's how do I say that? Radical authenticity is when they line up, that they all agree that this is my authentic being. Yeah. And that's really great thing to play with for me. It's kind of really kind of hold that and sit with that. I'm, so I'm sitting with that. So that was my day. Oh, and I trimmed my beard and hair. So you probably noticed that if you've been watching all these. All right, here goes. Namaste. Blessings. Peace out. Peace in. Peace in between. Peace all around.